Today I'm out at Eklutna Lake. I'm doing an overnight bike packing trip. We're gonna go like 8.5 miles to the camp spot. We made it 1 mile. There's a 1 mile marker right there. I had to unhook Goose. I was getting a little chilly getting pulled. It really is a fabulous day out here. Mile 2. Here you go. Okay, we're at mile 3 in the big hill. Left it was probably 32 degrees. I guess it's 34 now, 35. We got this hill to climb. It doesn't look like a very big hill, but it's big enough when you got a load on your bike. So this is Eklutna Lake. It provides about 98% of Anchorage's drinking water. Well, I'm making pretty good time because I'm at mile 4. Mile 5. See how close we are to the end of the lake. We're going right up in here. Mile 6. And I haven't seen any bear sign yet. No tracks. I don't know. The further out we go, the more likely we are to see them. It's still in the low 30s, so we'll see. I'm at mile 8, less than a mile to the Eklutna Alex campsite. I'm feeling really good. The weather's great. It's got to be in the mid 30s. So this is the access to Bold Airstrip in here. There is like one camp spot and a bear bin, but I don't think there's a picnic table or an outhouse, so I'm gonna keep on going. I'm never really sure if it's just a big dog or a small wolf. Let's find ourselves a campsite, Goose. I made it to Eklutna Alex Campground, picked out my spot and cleaned off my bench. We have a beautiful view of Bold Peak, so I'm gonna get unpacking. Got my tent set up and ready to kind of start putting things away, and then I'm gonna go in the woods here and find some deadfall and cut it up and stash it for the summer. And I think I'll actually have a fire tonight. But I gotta put everything away first and like get my life organized. So this is a 3-season tent. This is not a 4-season tent. I only camp in the winter maybe a couple times. So this does the job for me. But if you're going to be doing regular winter camping, you're going to want a 4-season tent. It can manage the moisture from the condensation of your breath a little bit better. It's warmer. It's just more appropriate for, winter conditions. But since I only go a couple times a year, this contains the dog when we have wildlife around, and it will protect me from any precipitation that might happen overnight. Really great camping spot with Bold Peak right above us. So one of the great amenities of many Alaska state parks established campgrounds is they have these bear bins. Out at Eklutna Lake here, there's one at Bold Airstrip, one here at Eklutna Alex, and then there's also one out at Canchi. So you take your food products and anything that has any odor to it, deodorant, toothpaste, your stove, anything that could have food residue or odor on it, you're going to use this bear-proof bin. You can see they're really big. And it's for the whole campground, so you got to share the space. I'm not sharing it with anybody because nobody else is here. Make sure it's closed, and that'll keep the bears out of your shit. I'm just out here looking for dead trees to cut up because you can't cut live ones. They won't burn well, obviously, anyway. But you are allowed to use dead trees for campfires. I'm looking for some dead trees. It looks like it's pretty well cleaned out, but I got a little bit of a stack going already. So if I don't have enough to stock up for the summer, I'll at least have enough for tonight. And I can just haul some out for the summer. I kicked ass on the firewood cutting. Problem is I forgot my fire starter log. That makes it so easy to start a fire. They come in those little squares. So I have to do this the traditional way. So I'm not sure if this is the stove's intended purpose. Yeah, I totally cheated. I have some coffee. Wasn't really hungry yet, but Goose did have dinner already. I got a good bit of wood cut. Pilot actually came down and visited me. He landed at the airstrip over there and walked over and chit-chatted for a little bit. We have Bold Peak behind us. That's one that I have unsuccessfully scaled. I got within about 500 feet of the top and then decided I was done for the day. So that was a long time ago. That was my first big hike. As always, I started off with something very difficult as opposed to working my way up. So I want to go back there and once again, redeem myself, just like the Colorado Trail. So came back to check and see if I got my fire going, I think. I guess I can do an experiment. I filled this up and I'm gonna see how long it takes to melt down and boil an entire cupful. I'm gonna add scoop 1. Add scoop 2. Like sugary. Fire's still doing pretty good. Okay, this is scoop 3. I think we're on 4. I have a scoop 5. All right, like scoop 6 or something like that. This is definitely gonna top it off. All right, it's only been 7 minutes. I added another couple scoops just to top it off. 32 minutes ago, that was snow. Now it's going into my dinner. Tonight it's buffalo style chicken mac and cheese. So that was just a little disconcerting. I've heard wolves howl before, and that's what that sounded like. So I'm not too worried about them coming and bother me, but I saw tracks earlier today. I know they're out here. Hopefully the fire is gonna let them know it's humans. Might have been an owl, or maybe it was a wolf and an owl. Okay, there's an owl out there. So Goose is over here testing out my brand new Big Agnes sleeping bag system. It's a 3-in-1 system. Before I've even gotten a chance to crawl into it, he seems to approve. It's not that I never get scared when I'm out here alone. I get a little nervous when I see wolf tracks and then think I hear one howl, and the bears are starting to wake up in some areas. But it's such a great accomplishment to overcome fear. Yeah, don't think that I don't get nervous out here, because I do, but that's part of the fun. Awfully late for an airplane to be out here. Oh, there it is. Here they are again. This is my sleeping bag that I mentioned earlier I'm going to test out tonight. Now the temperatures are probably going to get down into the low 20s, maybe even high teens. This is a 30-degree bag, this combined set. So I might get a little bit chilly, but I really want to test its limits. It's like 5 a.m. The time changed last night, so it doesn't get light till something like 8. It's ridiculous. And I'm a morning person, so of course I'm up at 5 now. I'm extraordinarily impressed with this 30-degree sleeping system from Big Agnes. It was probably like 17, 15 degrees last night. It got pretty chilly. I got up once and it was cold out. Everything was frozen solid. The first thing that I love about this sleeping bag is that since it's attached to the sleeping pad, I didn't roll off my sleeping pad at all last night. I stayed right on my sleeping pad. With the pillow holder, my pillow stayed in place. Didn't fall off my sleeping pad. I will admit, the one drawback is that this inner mummy bag is a little bit tight. I feel like I'm not very tall and I'm not very big. I mean, I know I'm wearing a jacket right now. It would probably be better when I'm not wearing a jacket. But it's definitely like a mummy bag. It's definitely tight. And to get out is, you gotta unzip it. But it was warm. So, you know, that's my only complaint about it. The outer quilt, love it. Felt so nice to be able to like roll around inside of a warm quilt. It is an absolute winner. Well, it's definitely not as sunny as it was yesterday. Temperature rose quite dramatically this morning. So I'm gonna go and get our stuff out of the bear bin, make a little bit of breakfast, and then start stashing firewood and cleaning up and heading out. So I wanted to show you all this whole sleeping bag system out of the tent. You can see it's got some cords on the back to keep the pad attached. Well, I'm all packed up. The weather has warmed up and it has started snowing a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but you can't see the top of Bold Peak anymore. So I'm gonna go and stash this firewood somewhere and mark it with my GPS so I can use it next time I come back. And then I'm just gonna head out and get back before this weather system comes in. It wasn't supposed to come in until this afternoon, but it looks like it's a little bit early coming from the south. So I'm gonna get back to the parking lot. So just as I was stashing the firewood, I heard an air horn go off. So I assume some cyclists are coming back this way. But usually you'll set off an air horn if you're trying to scare a bear away. So hope they didn't scare it my direction. Anyway, 3 big armfuls of firewood hidden. And I'm heading out. It's been a successful mission. Loaded up and ready to go. Total mileage was 17.6 miles with just under 2,000 feet of elevation gain for all those ups and downs along the Lakeside Trail. It's 46 degrees out here. I knew it was getting warm when on the way back I was sweating profusely and riding through some mud. So the lake's deteriorating, there's overflow. I wouldn't trust riding on the ice right now, but the Lakeside Trail is fabulous.